Ipswich Buses, your local bus company serving your football team. Buses run every 10 minutes. Avoid the traffic. Don't get stuck in the delay. Get Ipswich Buses today. A single from only £1.20, a return from only £2. Find out more information at www.ipswichbuses.co.uk. Ipswich Buses, proud to partner with Talk in Town. Welcome back, my friends. It is half time. It is 0-0. And Ipswich Town have plenty of work to do, as Alex Matthew so expertly told us in the commentary. Welcome back to your half-time 10 minutes with me, the Gov, and that man there, Mr. Bricktop, Peter Cox. Don't forget, you can support the channel through YouTube memberships, Ko-Fi, or Super Chats. All Super Chats are read out. 0-0 at half-time. Alex Matthews' words as they left the pitch, Coxie, was plenty of work to be done in the second half. Would you agree with that statement?
Absolutely spot on by Alex Matthew. Yeah, we're not having it our own way. We started off the first 15 minutes. You thought, oh, here we go again. Yeah, this is going to be all right. And then Bolton have got back in the game, and they're on top at the minute from what we're hearing and seeing.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, plenty of work to be done. I really quite dig the fact our manager is on the sidelines looking at the tablet. I have to be honest. That just when I heard it, not once, not twice, but probably 3 or 4 times, I was like, someone just fanned me down. Someone fanned me down. My manager's on the sidelines looking at the tablet at tactics. You hope, boys and girls. Look at that. I mean, that's just exciting stuff, Coxie. You can clearly see it's not quite working. And instead of sitting in his hands or shouting or whatever, he's straight to the old tablet. He wants to know, why is this not working? What can I do? That's just like, oh. What do you think?
Well, let's hope he is looking where things are going wrong. I mean,
you're not quite as excited as me, are you? At that, I can sense you're not quite excited.
Yeah, well, now we had Matt Gill with the old tablet, didn't we? And you know, he was all right, but
give it Gilly to end the season. Right, let's get a few comments. We've got some comments from our YouTube members. Strike D, struggling to deal with Bolton's press. Everett has them wheel drilled. Adam Blamplate, lucky to not be one down. Great save from Walton. Need to sign him as quickly as possible. We've got Mike D, Edmondson and Wolf very lucky to get away with dreadful mistakes. Matt Stannard been average, haven't we? We agree we are not sure how to deal with the press. Yeah, that's something that I have said for a while, Coxie. When a team presses us, as it suggested that Bolton are doing here, we struggle. We really struggle with a team that presses us high at the pitch, and today is no different, is it?
Yeah, well, we were sort of, in their half, and they gradually pushed, and as you said, they're then pressing us, and yeah, come on, McKenna, you got to counteract that somehow.
Alex Wilson says, drink every time Alex Matthews says, you get me. You get me. Do you know what I mean? He likes that one as well. Chris Boyd, we're trying to go through the middle. They're running through us down both wings. Fossey is rapid. Rax Max, I reckon Special K catching up with the Masked Singer. Possibly. Can't. I hope he's doing the tactic. That says it. That would be great for myself. But Walton, obviously, with a great save there. I've seen it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Another $500,000 added to the transfer fee, isn't it?
Well, we'll probably find out soon. Yeah, no, is it? That's hopefully it's not his.
To be fair, it's the right height for him, but he's still got to make the save.
Still got to do it.
Yeah, he's still got to make the save. But Burns and Wolfenden getting themselves in a little bit of a tangle. Some are saying Wolfenden. I think on first glance I said Wolfenden, but actually watching it back, I think Burns should do a lot better there, Coxie.
Well, he should not just in that, because I think going forward, is he not getting the ball? That's probably the one and only time I can recall his name being mentioned in the first half.
Yeah, I say that just because
usually he's our talisman. He is.
He has these games though, doesn't he? Wickham was a bit of a quiet game. When the opposition's wingers are pretty good and he's forced to sit back a bit further. We obviously we miss his ability going forward. But I just say Burns over Wolfenden there, because I think if you watch the clip back as I've done on Twitter, Wolfenden sets off pretty early to come and cover it, and I just think Burns should be aware of look, my centre half's already committed himself to coming across. I've now got to go past him to cover him. Instead, they both just go towards the same ball. And both end up tackling each other superbly.
Yeah, then we're in trouble, yeah.
And we were. Matt Stannard, Gov, I reckon the tablet said throw them all. McKenna puts that in on his left wing back. I completely agree with that, Matt. Completely agree. I like Burns, but he's not a great crosser. Who's stood out for you in that first half from a Town's perspective, Coxie?
Yeah, you asked me this just before we went on, and I'm struggling to sort of see one standout performer for Town, really. There's sort of, there's been a few in and out bits.
How do you think Aluko's played in that first 45?
Okay, he hasn't sort of had the magic touch he had last week, but yeah, he's bombing. He bombed forward when he can, But I think the reason why we're not 1-0 up or actually scored a goal is because you didn't hear Bon, you didn't hear Norwood's, you didn't hear Burns' names a lot.
No, it hurt. To the ears, it sounds like Aluko wants to get on the ball and make things happen. But but those front three of Aluko, Bon and Norwood, particularly Bon and Norwood, they must be starving, because that first half you've barely featured in the first 45. We've got Walton's from Mike D for the save, Aluko from Colin Plum, Walton from Norman Greenwald, Aluko from Chris Martin. Lewis Robinson says, can't afford to draw today. With the other team, Plough chasing sides playing each other, we need 3 points. And Matt's done, apparently Bolton won 100% of their tackles. Wow.
Did they?
Absolutely. That's who's not stood out then? Who's not been playing well to the ears?
Well, not necessarily playing well. I mean, I said already mentioned, the three I said, Norwood, Bond, and thing. Is that they're not getting the service? There's been a few.
Wolfenden sounds like he's having one of his bad Wolfie days.
Yeah, even Edmondson's name was mentioned. He sort of put a dodgy header in at one point. There has been. I think all the three of the back three there were mentioned at one time or other to make them small mistakes. They need to, this is the McKenna test today.
Yeah, no. In every single.
If it is on that tablet, Gov, he needs to get that working.
In every single way, this is a true. I WhatsApped you that. I think a good test. The first real test. What does he say at halftime, and what does he tweak at halftime? How we start the second half will be something that will be interesting for those that are watching, for those that are listening, because how was he now taken what he's seeing on the tablet, taken what he's seen on the football field, and translated it to the players to change? Because something's got to change. Because as Alex Matthews said, we've got a lot of work to do. But do you go to a 4-2-3-1? Do you go to a 4-4-2? Do you keep with the 3-5-2 with a few subtle tweaks? It's the pressing that's the issue, by the sounds of it.
We've got to find something to deal with the pressing.
You need outlets. So your centre halves either need to be braver. So Donatian is a little bit limited in that centre half role on the ball, but here there needs to be braver. Edmondson needs to be braver. Evans needs to be braver. Or you need to tweak it a little bit, because we're not. It doesn't sound like we're dealing with the press at all.
No, not at all. As you said, perhaps Selena is the answer. Our big name signing for the season. Yeah, get him on the outlet. Get him bombing down the left, perhaps.
Well, whether he's the answer or whether he isn't, I question the use of two centre forwards if the ball isn't going anywhere near them. You could have 2, 10, 400. If the ball ain't going anywhere near them, it doesn't really matter. So you maybe sacrifice a striker for an extra midfield player, get an extra body in the centre there.
Might be worth a go. Yeah. Get that sort of get a bit of a hold of midfield. Yeah, might be the answer.
Yeah, Trafford for Bolton. Talk to me about him, because he sounds all at sea.
He sounds like our best opportunity to get a goal. You say he's making dodgy saves and dodgy. Let's test him a bit more. Let's really put him under the pressure. Yeah,
absolutely. You've got Mike D. Wingbacks have absolutely no space. Need to support them and give them options. Lewis Robertson, Penny, no worse or better than most out there. True, Norman Greenwald. This is the sort of game where our strength on the bench should show. Bolton will tire. The Fisherman says, just tweak the formation. That's what you need to do. Leighton Durrant, Morsey wants too much time on the ball. Evans and Burns have been awful. Wolfenden is playing okay. Infamous Greggy G. Penny looks so... I can't say that word at times. Both offensively and defensively. It's frustrating. Stuart Darnell. Be interesting to see what tweets. It will be Stuart. It will. We've not got the ball into wide areas today. Burns below par. Not much service for Norwood or Bon. Well, either way, we'll be back at full time for the Fans React show. So whether you're watching, listening, driving and listening, whatever you're doing this afternoon, this is your football club and this is your platform to have your say on your club. And there'll be a live link, a live chat, and of course us two talking about the game at full time. So do join us, do come on the show, do use the live chat, support us through YouTube memberships and Ko-Fi. But that's it until full time. Coxie, how on a scale of 1 being not confident, 10 being confident, where are you as we head into the second half? Do you think we can do it?
Okay, yeah, let's have a bit of trust. Like I said, this is where we're going to see our new boss, see what he's got.
Yeah, go and earn your money.
Go and earn your money. Yeah, get out of there, boys. Go and earn your money.
And we'll see you.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back.